heartbeats, nerves start to twitch. They're riding every clutch, every risky flank, turning pixels into stories right from the casting desk. One shot, we don't respond from this talk. Every round, every sound, they carve it in the dark. Drought and endless turn the chaos into art. One shot, you feel the game inside your heart. Lock in, like zone, like the game downtown. One shot, one shot, one shot. Lock in, like zone. Lobby filling up, countdown, down. Trot with the call-outs, Della's on the breakdown. Names on the kill feed, Southside battleground. One life, one chance, crosshair over doubt. They're painting every push, you hear it play out. One shot, we don't respond from this talk. Every round, every sound, they carve it in the dark. Drought and endless turn the chaos into art. One shot, you'll feel the game inside your heart. Stage lights, dry throats, crowd at a fever pitch. Headsets, heartbeats, nerves start to twitch. They're riding every clutch, every risky flank, turning pixels into stories right from the casting desk. One shot, we don't respond from this talk. Every round, every sound, they carve it in the dark. Drought and endless turn the chaos into art. One shot, you feel the game inside your heart. Lock in, like zone, like the game downtown. One shot, one shot, one shot. Lock in, like zone. Lobby filling up, countdown, down. Trot with the call-outs, Della's on the breakdown. Names on the kill feed, Southside battleground. One life, one chance, crosshair over doubt. They're painting every push, you hear it play out. One shot, we don't respond from this talk. Every round, every sound, they carve it in the dark. Drought and endless turn the chaos into art. One shot, you'll feel the game inside your heart. Stage lights, dry throats, crowd at a fever pitch. Headsets, heartbeats, nerves start to twitch. They're riding every clutch, every risky flank, turning pixels into stories right from the casting desk. One shot, we don't respond from this talk. Every round, every sound, they carve it in the dark. Drought and endless turn the chaos into art. One shot, you feel the game inside your heart. Lock in, like zone, like the game downtown. One shot, one shot, one shot. Lock in, like zone. Lobby filling up, countdown, down. Trot with the call-outs, Della's on the breakdown. Names on the kill feed, Southside battleground. clutch, every risky flank, turning pixels into stories right from the casting desk. One shot, we don't respond from this talk. Every round, every sound, they carve it in the dark. Drought and endless turn the chaos into art. One shot, you feel the game inside your heart. Lock in, like zone, like gravity, downtown, one shot, lock in, like zone, I'll be feeling up, countdown, down. Trot with the call-outs, Della's on the breakdown, names on the kill feed, Southside battleground. One life, one chance, crosshair over doubt. They're painting every push, you hear it play out. One shot, we don't respond from this talk. Every round, every sound, they carve it in the dark. Drought and endless turn the chaos into art. One shot, you feel the game inside your heart. Stage lights, dry throats, crowd at a fever pitch. Headsets, heartbeats, nerves start to twitch. They're riding every clutch, every risky flank, turning pixels into stories right from the casting desk. One shot, we don't respond from this talk. Every round, every sound, they call.
How's it going, everybody? It's me, Trout. I'm joined by none other than Carnivore, or Dale, as I'll probably be affectionately calling him, and Travis. Unfortunately, it's just me with the webcam. Delray can't make it tonight, but how are you guys doing? Thank you for coming in. It's not good to be
It's
here?
good to be on the stream, dude.
Okay.
No, it's good to be on stream. It's not good to be in this community, so it's not good to be.
Oh, I see, I
For
see.
now,
Oh,
for
okay,
now,
well,
for
we got big things coming, right? We got big things coming. That's why you guys are here. That's what we're going to chat about. I'm just going to quickly throw up the image of what is going to be sort of the poster boy for what we're talking about today, which is going to be the Illuminate project. And I got the tweet that we can pull up in a little bit. But if you guys want to explain it to me like I'm a dumb 16-year-old, that would be ideal, because I think that's how my brain works.
Yeah, it's okay. Travis can explain the details of it.
Yeah,
But
for
my
sure.
my
So,
idea, easy. Just let's fucking run something sick.
can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah. So, in terms of like what we're trying to do here is we're trying to create an ecosystem that allows for or attracts brands in a way that it is performance based. So, brands as is are not eager to participate in COD I mean, there's hardly any funding, and the funding that is in the scene is being absorbed by, I think somebody mentioned, like all the expenses that these tournament organizers supposedly have, and that are like considered necessities, right? So we're trying to run lean, like extremely lean in terms of operating expenses, so that we can have this significant prize pool that makes it worth playing. Obviously, coming from like a competitive COD background, I haven't been in the scene for many years, but I've always had the passion and always loved the scene and always wanted best for COD ZA. And I don't think we've ever actually had like a real opportunity to do something. So there's a couple of different angles with this, but so yeah, like the main idea is to start a tournament, showcase mainly Illuminate's functionality, because we are the only contextually aware sponsor placement engine.
Okay.
And what that means is we are the only platform that can detect context across all our streamers simultaneously, and then display sponsors relevant to the context at that particular moment. And then our advertisers pay us per second for such a feature, right? Because it's quite a bit of computational power
Sure.
to listen to all those streams.
at the same time, yeah, okay, look, I hear what you're saying. Look, I think it's something that I don't want to be too forward, but that's something that South Africa hasn't really seen across any of the esports. This sounds like it's brand new for our scene.
Exactly. Well, I mean, if it works, and that's obviously our goal here, it's to incentivize the community to actually do the effort as well. Because I mean, we've heard the stories from both sides. It's like we have the talent, we have all of this passion, and et cetera. So we're putting up the base prize pool. But it's up to the community and up to COD to basically show the brands and show everybody that we committed. And if we can prove that we committed, then we can bring in the sponsors, no problem.
Exactly. So for anyone who's just joining in and you're wondering exactly what the hell's going on here, this is what we're talking about. Right? June 14th, this is where we're going to be figuring out exactly how things work out. And I like how we have a whole sort of like a roadmap with a little starting point there where it goes up at 50,000. That's guaranteed, right? And then how do we get more? So I think that's a big thing that people are probably going to be asking and going forwards as to how we're going to actually pick up more of that overall prize pool and guarantee that land,
100%.
which is there.
Got you. So by default, I mean, as soon as we have things operational in terms of the streams are going live, weekly streams, all the creators are also, affiliated by Project Illuminate. So we'll have like a link yourself as a creator to Project Illuminate while you stream. So the product, it doesn't necessarily have to do directly with Illuminate as a product, but because you are using Illuminate as a product, the revenue that you earn as a streamer, so per second, like I said, you get paid out. If you are referred to as a creator by Project Illuminate, all the revenue you generate as a streamer, a percentage of those fees come to the prize pool. So that means that from day one, when we have our like exclusive campaigns, Illuminate campaigns, some other brands that are coming on board, from day one it's going to be going up, right? Because you're going to have the league streams, and then you're also going to have everyone else that's participating to make this go high as possible. And then again, it's performance related. So the more views we get, the bigger we grow, the quicker this prize pool fills up.
100%. So Project Illuminate in itself isn't just a card tournament in the sense of it's just a bunch of top tier players, top tier teams playing against each other. You have everyone involved. You've got streamers, you've got content creators, you've got TikTokers, you've got TikTok clans, Dale's favorite, all getting involved and seeing if we can all sort of get this thing as sky high as possible. Just correct me if I'm understanding correctly. Okay, great.
Exactly. So if we do that, and like I said, if we all come together, that's the main thing here. We've said it for forever that we are a strong community, that if we just got given the opportunity, we would make something happen. Well, here's the opportunity. So yep, let's make something happen.
Okay, and then you were speaking about signups just before we went live. Specifically, Dale was talking about that. What is the procedure? What's going to happen? Just walk us through it.
Okay, so right now we are set to close registrations pretty soon. I think we will extend it for a day or two just because there was a little bit of a mix-up with posting and a couple of days delay, so we'll compensate for that. And then we will have like a week or two break after registrations close, and then we'll have the bracket play. And essentially, bracket play is seeding into the ladders. And the ladders will continue to play for 2 to 3 months, where second division will try get into Prem division or first division in this case. And first division will just determine who plays in the final tournament in June for the 50K prize pool or more.
Okay, someone in chat's asking, where do we sign our teams up? Okay, so we're going to get a link for you guys. If Sandra's in the chat, I'm sure he can give us a hand
that
there.
Link will go live like ASAP because we're going to start getting some people in. Like I'll start DMing people privately and start getting some teams together because I wanna make it so that it's not just the pros playing, right? Like we don't want our top teams. I want like the female teams on. I want high school teams on. I want as many people as we possibly can get. Like, let's bring the old Balis back. Let's make some meme teams. Like let's all just jam it. So yeah, I'll put that link live as soon as possible, and obviously we will compensate for the time that we won't give you guys like 10 hours to sign up. Like we'll make sure there's enough time for everyone to get in.
And I like that. I like that you said that it's going to be, it's not exclusive. I think that's the main thing that, in my opinion, is really pushing off a lot of the TikTok clans. I know that sounds quite derogatory, but it's not. All of the lesser known competitive players that all want to be competitive players is because it really feels like, say now you want to jump onto an ACGL or you want to jump onto a middle state, whatever the standard TOs are. It feels like, what's the point? Because I'm either going to get stumped by Fear, Ariel, an age ago, Fear, Nixa, all of the guys, right? Highborn, the top tier teams, and you don't really want to get up against that. So when you say that after the group play is sorted and then that's going to seed our ladders, that means that there's real incentive for the players that aren't at the top level to actually get involved. We had sort of like a trial run with the ACGL leagues, but this feels a little bit different. And I don't know, if you want to jump into that a little bit more, you can.
Yeah, I want to incentivize those teams a little more, right? Because okay, obviously the prize pool's big, and we want our pros playing for this big prize pool. That obviously leaves a huge gap. Like we could end up with 50, 60, 70 teams, and only 2 or 3 teams are walking away with money, right? So I wanted to incentivize the rest of those players and make them feel like, you know what, like even if we play and even though we know we're gonna lose or whatever the case may be, like we could actually still win something. So we're busy chatting to a bunch of different sponsors now to get like, spot prizes, random small little, you know how it goes, like
giveaways, whatever. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Giveaways,
exactly.
like anything. So anyone can really walk away with something, no matter how you really play, and I think that's where like the fun's gonna come in. Because if you think about like COVID time, bro, like, we were flying during COVID. Granted, more people were playing, but I still think there's still a ton of people playing. I just think like,
bro,
nobody's
They just
doing
need a
it
reason
with
to.
intention anymore.
Yeah, I think that's a good way of putting it. I think a lot of people have lost the sort of passion because, like, I don't know about you, the way that COD feels to me at the moment, and look, I love COD with all my heart, but pulling up the stream, starting to play, it's like I'm either going to get sniped or I'm going to play all the closet cheaters. Like, there's literally, it's tough times have been lasting since COVID, and I agree with you on that. We need something that is actually tangible for us to get back in and get involved with that, because it's like you were saying in the tweet that I saw a bit earlier, a lot of it is sort of like we get hyped for 1, 2, maybe even 3 tournaments in the year, but in between those tournaments it's sort of like dead time. Everyone picks up a different game, or everyone sort of drifts away from the core games that everyone used to play. I mean, think about Warzone 2020, right? You can't top that. I mean, not that we'll ever get back up to that because of the amount of people that were playing at that time, but I'm pretty sure we can still have the same kind of feeling coming back to it, surely.
Yeah, for sure.
The thing is, I think we could get back to that if we have consistency, like over a longer period of time, right? Like if you think about that Warzone time, we had Predator Warzone. So like, even though people were playing this week's Predator Warzone, they knew at the end of this week, in 3 weeks' time, there's going to be another Predator Warzone. Whereas now, like we play an ACGL or we play like an MTN shift or something, like we have no idea when the next one is coming. So I think like these TOs, and what I think we need to start doing as well, is we need to think one event ahead. So while everyone is playing Project Illuminate right now, before Project Illuminate ends, we want another one up and running, kind of thing.
No, 100%.
Like we want to secure the funding, secure the sponsor for whatever, and then the next one needs to be ready to roll. Like even if it's like a month after, if people know that it's coming, it gives them more incentive to continue playing.
100%. Yes, exactly. Trust there will be. Sorry to cut you off there, Travis.
And even on that other point where top three teams are really the only ones that end up getting something. That's typically what happens, right? You got all these teams that play, and then at the end of it, they kind of played for nothing. So the idea here is that everyone gets something. So if you participate and you help this grow, you get paid per second. Everybody that streams and contributes and helps affiliate sponsors or streamers, like you can go both angles. You could affiliate a bunch of creators, and every second that they get paid out, you get paid out for the seconds that they get paid out. And every brand that spends on the platform that you refer, you also get paid out for. So it's meant to be like this perpetual flywheel that keeps generating revenue for itself. And eventually, like us as the TOs shouldn't have any input in the way like it's almost like a decentralized tournament system, right? Because it can rely on itself and the community to keep funding the pool.
So the opposite to a tentrepreneur.
Exactly.
Okay, yeah, I like that. I like it. So that's what we need right now. Okay, so for anyone who doesn't understand what we're talking about, Illuminate isn't just a COD thing. Well, for now it is, right? This is the kickoff tournament, like you said, but it could be COD with creation, could be COD with streaming, and you get involved in any which way. It adds up. And I think that's the main thing that we haven't had from a tournament organization or a league or anything like that, is it's technically exponential. It's not like before where you get into it, you hit a brick wall, this is our budget, that's it, right? Now this is our budget starting, but if you guys get involved, guaranteed it will go up.
Exactly. And
it's kind
the
of
other part about this that works so well is that, going to brands and telling them, hey, I have the system that you can put up you can put up R1 million as your budget, right? Or your campaign budget on Illuminate. But unless we deliver you R1 million worth of performance, you don't pay anything. So that's why it's so much more interesting to these brands and more like digestible.
Incentivizing.
They see it as something. Yeah, exactly. It's easier to get involved because there's no risk for them. Whereas you go to a TO and you're like, okay, this is the amount we need. This is kind of what you get, but we don't really know what result you'll get for like whatever product you're selling or stuff like that. Community, it's all up in the air. So this is a real concrete way to attract proper brands to invest in the scene.
Oh, 100%. And I think a question I have to that, does it have to be regional? Can it be international input as well?
Yeah, 100%. It's not a South African product. I think I saw that on X. We're not like a South African company either. Like we're a UK-based company.
Okay.
But yeah, we support payments. Like we do Web3 payments. So like for the South African people, payouts on Illuminate, because I don't think Stripe supports South African bank accounts by default. So unless you do have a Stripe account, you can just withdraw straight to your Stripe. Otherwise, to just your wallets. But yeah, we are international. We support everyone.
So that's like, I think I like that more than it being region locked. And guys, the website that he's talking about, it doesn't. A lot of people see this as hocus pocus, but the platform itself is already operational. So guys, this is not hogwash. It is an operational business model that is just being brought to South Africa. So I think people need to understand that it's not like a startup, right? That's why there is the 50,000 guaranteed.
The concept. It's not like we're throwing ideas.
Yeah.
We're not spitballing what we're going to be vibe coding tonight. Like we spent years building this platform. My partner, I mean, he's a serious engineer. He went to Caltech and Carnegie Mellon. He's done work for NASA. We've built something that's like no one's done what we've done. To put it simply, like we're the only platform. Well, let's go step by step. We're the only platform where you can go with any kind of branded campaign, upload your campaign, and it gets distributed to creators. There isn't anything like that exists because there's no form of moderation between the campaign and having it display on stream. So anyone could put up, porn or whatever else. But we have the system that allows that to happen.
Yeah. So for anyone who doesn't really understand what that means, Illuminate is the middleman. I think that's the easiest way to put it. The middleman between creators, players, and then sponsors, or wherever the revenue is being generated. It's not. It's an intermingled web. It's not. I think people are seeing this as the new TO, right? And I think people have that misconception. It's not a TO, guys. It is a platform. Yeah. So
Exactly. We're just trying to showcase how using our tools, you can gamify the sponsorship experience on all kinds of, streams, digital content whatsoever. So yeah, it's a way to connect the right sponsors to the right creators in an autonomous and intelligent way.
100%. Well, I think you explained that pretty much to the T. And looking at the image we saw a bit earlier, the 14th of June, that's when I assume it's going to be ladder time. Or do we have timelines, or is that too much of a press for now?
So timeline-wise, we'll confirm everything. The details are still subject to change, some of them. Obviously, besides the prize pool, but dates are a little bit flexible at the moment. But June 14th, the idea was to have the actual tournament play out then for the 50K. So the idea behind ladders is ladder play all the way leading up to tournament day, so we can fill that prize pool up as much as possible.
Oh, there you heard it here, guys. So when that link goes live, you guys best be getting involved. And like Dale said, he's going to be... If you get a DM from Dale, just know you're part of the elite few, right? Some animals are equal, but more animals are equal than others. And I think that'll be a good nod to have. So, yeah, let's talk about COD now. Where are Highborn and Monarch? Nixa, what do you mean? What do you mean by that?
That's a good question.
Yeah, what do you mean by...
That's a team, bro.
No, they're a concept, bro. They're a people, not a place.
Yeah, TikTok.
No, that's crazy work.
Oh, here's the actual TikTok clan.
You're crazy. I love the flames. But yeah, guys, so I think going forwards, I think a lot of people are going to have questions for you, Dale, like with obviously Nixa being the stepping stone between Illuminate and this. Will there be a finger in the pie in that sense, or is it truly just a platform?
I think what my idea for this was, right? Like, we already have TOs in South Africa, and we have 2 good TOs with good connections, good tournament admin. They know what they're doing for the most part, right? I just think the way that they're approaching the landscape's ever changing, right? And
Sure.
I think my personal opinion is it's degrading right now. And the reasons for it degrading is they're just not approaching it with this new mentality that the landscape is changing. They're still doing it the way that they've always done it because they think that it's always going to work. And that's not how this is supposed to go, right? They're supposed to be adapting and evolving as the scene does as well. So
Yeah, but
my thing for Illuminate is not to like be a TO. It's we're not trying to make a TO. Like I said in the post, like this is a proof of concept. This is us showing them like, hey, this model, this platform, had you integrate with, like, if you were to integrate with us, right? This is how much better it could be in future.
Yeah, so basically, Metal State and ACGL
I mean, I don't see a problem with it.
could
Like,
integrate.
I would love for that. Yeah, I don't see us doing a TO, bro. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. Nixa's not a TO. Nixa's an org. We want to play.
Sure.
And we know we can't play in our own tournament. That's like, it's a conflict of interest, as everyone likes to tell me all the time. But I think this is to just show everybody, like, hey, this is what's actually possible. This is how we should be doing things. Here's the proof that it works. Why can't we just do it with the actual people involved?
Well, look, I think that's Nixa TO shout out. That's crazy. No, I think that once it works, right? I think a lot of the time, because you said this is a proof of concept, once it works and it's tangible for people to see, like the TOs to see, I think it will be a lot more grounded. I think that's the term. Because right now, this is still very much, oh, this is happening. 50,000 Rand is guaranteed. But nothing's happened as of right now. And I think that's a lot of the issues that people have had. And it's sort of like, I think everyone, especially in COD, after the whole scandal, after, I believe it was the EGE, yeah, but that whole scandal, I think everyone's got...
What is that? What? EGE?
They didn't pay or some shit like that.
Basically, the last major set of lands that happened before COVID, there was a tournament organizer called EGE, and they sort of promised all these things, and then sort of like my dad just left, you know, so... I think it's tough, right? So I think people have got cold feet when it comes to that, but with this proof of concept, like you said, being shown, I don't see why...
Look, I mean...
Yeah, so you're saying
At the end of the day, the prize pool's guaranteed. Like the prize pool's not going anywhere.
it can only get bigger, right?
Yeah.
So for the players, like just play your game and win the money, bro. It's not
Bro,
that deep.
Yeah.
the one thing I don't get, like, which is like a little like triggers me a little bit, so I won't lie, is like we put in a share of effort to make this happen, right? We didn't have to come and get involved in the COD City. We actually maybe it's not the best. We don't know what if it's a good or bad, but it's a gamble, right? On the
But that's where the
community.
passion is, right? That's your passion. This is the thing.
Exactly,
This is what makes it difficult. I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, but bro, some of the responses like so negative still, and from people that were complaining. Oh, but put your money where you basically like put your money where your mouth is. What are you doing about it, etc., etc. Well, you did something about it, so then you still have all these people, even TOs, that what clout or appreciation or any kind of support have they given us since?
Yeah, and I think
And they their argument is that they want to help the community, but here we are, and no one's here.
look, I think this is now all the TOs. If there are any TOs listening, you need to take this with a bucket of salt. Unfortunately, TOs in this country are a business first before a tournament organizer. So I think that is where the idea of it being, yes, it's for the community, it's for everyone, we want the best for the community. But I don't care what anyone says, any business puts the business first, right? So the moment there's a little bit of pushback in any direction, it tends to come out negatively for the community. And I think it's burnt a lot of people. And I really appreciate you guys getting involved in the COD community. I mean, Lord knows that we've all done work, right? I mean, who else legitimately since 2019, who else has commentated COD in South Africa? I have been here since the beginning, and let me tell you, guys, there's been times, right, where I mean, Del Rey left. He left for a while. People come and go, but the passion is there, and I'm just happy it's not Fortnite. Look, I think that I think they don't deserve it. They deserve it less than us. But yeah, also the whole thing of it being, this is another good question for the tournament that's coming up. With the idea of it being a LAN or potential LAN, what are the restrictions around age?
I mean, legally, I think we just have to get them to have permission from their parents to compete. Like, we're not against like having under 18. Well, I'm not against having under 18 players in the league. I don't think it's a problem. I mean, when I was playing and giving Lithium the hands, I was 16. So
Love that. I love that.
else not have the opportunity,
Yeah, 100%.
From my side, like the age thing has always been such a pain, especially for like when we built like pretty much every single Mixer team over the last 6 years. Like the age has always come into play where it's like, I found this really young talented kid and I really want to bring him in, and we bring him in and he plays and he's exceptional, and like, okay, cool, this is working. Oh wait, he can't play the tournament. What's the point? I feel like it's such a stupid setback. Like if the dude's mom or dad can write a letter and be like, yeah, we give him permission, there should be nothing stopping that. And I personally, I don't see why there is, because you can walk into a BT Games and the little kid can buy card on a disc with the parents' permission. So like, what's the deal playing a tournament?
Like, I agree with you, right? I agree with you 100%. I think that it is it's an interesting situation, especially here in South Africa, with everyone who gets involved and how quickly people get loud. But overall, overall, I think it can only be a good thing. And with it being an online tournament to start things off, you didn't hear this here, but play the tournament. Play the tournament. We need the numbers. You guys need the numbers. Look, the community needs the numbers more than anything. It's all good and well that we are here screaming blue murder that we need people to play, but if the people don't show up, this proof of concept it's going to pack up and move, right?
Yes, 100%.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, we dead in the water without the community, bro. Like, if we don't all do our part here, we're gonna be in the same place we've always been in. We're obviously doing stuff behind the scenes. Yeah, exactly. We're working hard as well. Like, behind the scenes to make this even more valuable, should I say, and to give them really a big opportunity. Because beyond SA, I mean, what are we doing this for? Like, what is the end goal here with South African Call of Duty? Is it to continue playing each other forever, or is it to move on and actually do something real? So yeah, something's in the works, but let's make this work and show the world that we have the people, the community, and the players, the talents.
Yeah, look, I think that's also something, because you're obviously based in the UK, that's something that Call of Duty in South Africa has never lacked, right? The caliber of player is here. They just don't, they lack the platform, right? So if this can be the sounding board for the platform, maybe that's really, really big things to come, right?
Exactly. And production is the other thing that we want to elevate here, because not to say that, we're not putting an effort in our streams and whatever, but there's a lot more we can do to make this an experience, because 170 people, viewers, is not enough for us to get the sponsors and the prize pool that we need. So we need to attract an audience beyond our community, and the only way we're going to do that is by making this a real viewer experience.
No, and I agree with you, because look, and I like that you mentioned the numbers, right? If we're pulling in a Call of Duty LAN in South Africa, if we're pulling 200, 190, everyone's over the moon, right? But then you look at RLCS, which is like 2K, 3K, and you're like, wow, that's crazy. But then you got to take that with a bucket of salt, because obviously they've got the international influence and they have the international circuit behind them. So if we had to compare apples to apples, 190 is high, right? Call of Duty, and that's something people don't actually appreciate, is Call of Duty pulls numbers, eh? Compared to other esports in the country, Call of Duty pulls money. And
that's why we pushed for this, because relative to the other scenes, and people will say we're completely wrong about this, but it's bullshit. Like, we do definitely pull the most numbers.
Look at Valorant.
LCS, right?
Yeah, but look at Valorant. Valorant had what was the prize pool that Carrie first put up for Valorant? I think it was like 120,000 rand or something crazy.
The LAN?
For the Valorant LAN, yeah. And they
it was like 100K or something.
And they pulled max 100 people watching.
Yeah, plus like 20 people at the LAN.
Yeah, so the point I'm trying to make, the Fortnite scene is huge in South Africa. Guys, if we're going to talk about the Fortnite scene in South Africa, if you think Call of Duty people can fight and moan about nothing, you have not dealt with the Fortnite scene. I don't care what you say. Those oaks deserve next to nothing. I don't care. I'm sorry, if fucking Adam is listening, your community is a bunch of fucking idiots. Like, it makes me fucking angry.
Let me ask you this, bro. What do you think would be required for us to hit 1,000 viewers
in South Africa?
We need an international company.
With COD, what would we need to do? Who would we need to approach? Like, what noise would we need to make to get that kind of reach? Like,
I think we need one of the top end, right? The pros, the actual pro scene. Like, there's one of the CDL guys to come in, bring their viewers. And I'm not talking someone small. I'm talking someone scum. If we can get, if we can get someone, maybe not even like Scump, right? If we can get, who's
what about Doug?
Okay, Doug Sensor Martin.
I don't know Doug.
Doug, he doesn't pull the numbers, but he's the memes, right? He's the man.
Yeah.
He's the man, and he's got the memes. But if we talk someone like Colt Havoc, right? He's not as big as Scump, but if he could get involved, if he put eyes on the scene, that's crazy. Even Clayster, right? When Clayster came in, do you guys remember back in 2022? Clayster came in, he made an appearance. Our numbers jumped to 500 for one stream.
Yeah.
So if we have that consistently, if we get eyes internationally in the sense of people who've got pull, right? Because we always talk about how we need international eyes and everything like that, but that means very little without actual quantifiable backing. And that means you need to have somebody bring the viewers, because unfortunately the streaming platform, Twitch, YouTube, wherever you're putting your content out, is saturated. So you need the extra helping hand. So whether that comes from somebody international coming in and bringing the views, or even if you pay for boosting your ads or whatever on TikTok. There has to be an additional step to it. Also,
Yeah.
clips. Guys, don't. I think I've been doing a lot of research recently into how viral clips actually make or break careers. There's going to be a clipping campaign coming with this whole project Illuminate. So if we get numbers that way and we hit 1 or 2 viral clips, that will bring people like you cannot believe. I think the moment you have some kind of sensation going, the more eyes will come in. And this is also something that might grind a lot of gears. There is no such thing as bad publicity. There's no such thing. There's only publicity.
Yeah.
The more eyes, the better. And whether we're talking people getting in there, getting angry, storylines, whatever, there's no such thing as bad publicity. And people need to stop...
tried and tested.
Yeah, well, there you go. We need more TikToks. Unfortunately, TikToks in South Africa, well, I don't know. I don't know the TikTok scene in South Africa, right? I'm a little bit out of touch there. But in the same breath, I'm also convinced that there's 2 different fucking matchmaking schemes in this country where I get into crim lobbies and all of a sudden I'm playing Jan Pieter Witness and his crew that are fucking iridescent players and they've never heard of like literal Adnan and those guys. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah. What rank
Bro,
are you?
yeah, that's another thing, eh?
You were saying, yeah? What rank am I, dude? I'm hard stuck plat. I drop 50s in a plat lobby. I get 30 SR, bro. The game hates me. It is what it is. Why would international viewers watch something local viewers don't watch? That's a good question.
Yes. Okay. So I was going to talk about that, right? So for whatever reason, I feel like we have this little bubble, right? We're like the SA, like COD Twitter, COD ZA, Elite Shitters community, and anybody outside of that has actually no idea what's going on here. So I feel like there's probably so many, like there's probably thousands of players that just play pubs casually and like have no idea there's even a comp scene, and they just never touch it because they have no idea where to go, what to do, who to talk. They've got no clue. And I hear this from a lot of people, especially streamers. Like a lot of the streamers I've spoke to have started playing games and only learned about the scene through their stream. Like people coming into their stream and saying, hey, why don't you go here and chat to this person? Well, then they're like, oh, there's a bunch of people doing this. But before that, they have no idea that there's even anything like it. Like, obviously, people aren't gonna know, that there's a ACGL 2K on Sunday if they've never heard of ACGL and they just play COD pubs every Friday. Like, they're not gonna know.
Yeah. And that's thousands. I mean, there must be thousands of players in South Africa.
Bro, there's like 10,000 fucking reunion players on their own. So like, we need to lock in here.
Exactly. and they're insane, bro. The reunion island are mad.
They're the goats, bro. They are gifted in every game. Valorant, you fucking name it. Those oaks are the best. Let it be known. Don't ever disrespect my boys from the island. They got sand castles and they've got god tier internet. That's all they need.
Do they watch our streams?
Yeah, they watch our streams. Fuck, who do you think snipes me, bro? Yeah, but fuck. The point is... Say, yeah?
Yeah, I was going to say, these are all people that are, people that we should be looking to bring in.
And there needs to be a way to bridge the gap. I see Granty says that the potential audience is outside of Twitter. It's on TikTok. What does that mean? What does that mean? Like, what does it mean to gain people from TikTok?
Yeah, no one uses Twitter, bro. Like,
no, I agree with that. Like,
yeah. Yeah, but on your point, Dale, that you were making about us being in our little bubble and like what makes us attractive to international audiences. Well, it's exactly that, right? It's like we have our own like community with our own personalities in these teams. Rivalry, it's exciting. I think the only thing that's missing is the next step for those players, because there's no bridge to challenges or to CDL or anything like that for us. It kind of ends there. And again, we don't have any of those NA players spectating us or making us seem as good as we are, right? We're just these South African players. But the talent's there, like you said. So it's just a matter of getting somebody to give the eyes to us, and I think that would be the solution.
Like, there is a way to make this happen, right? And it's just being put in front of their face. Like, consistently. We have to
Yeah.
be in front of these people all the time, like every flipping second week. Then you'd be like, oh shit, there's a South African card on. Let's do a watch party. Or like they've got nothing to do on stream. Let's do a watch. Then like okay, some real people will start seeing it and be like, hey, maybe we need to do, because that's how RLCS started. Like when we started here in SA, we didn't have official RLCS. They started like ACGL, Greybeard, and like a bunch of these guys just streaming the games. And eventually some dude picked up, they're like, oh my god, these guys are actually good. Like let's go and bring them and just test. And then they tested and tested, and eventually it worked out into something really big. So we just need to do the same somehow. But yeah.
100%.
Exactly. Bro, look at C9. Like C9 is a dog shit Fortnite team right now, right? We could easily replace C9 and perform better in the league. That's my opinion.
Yeah, I get you. Yeah.
No, 100%. But in the same breath, like to get international, they dog shit COD Team 2. Yo, I don't know. I don't know, bro. I think the way the league is at the moment, all of those teams have got potential to do damage, right? But
Yeah,
anyway,
that's also true.
we're talking about getting international eyes on, right? I've met Tactical Rab, and I know that if you guys tag him enough in these tweets and get these clips out, he will cover it.
100%.
He will cover it. He is a good dude, and he's there to grow COD full stop. He's not overall looking one way or the other. And I don't think people actually understand how much pull his videos actually have. Tactical Rab has all of the COD Pro players watching every episode. Yeah, so if you get that and you get them involved, and I like that too. Sarah made a good point there. The Saudi League, guys. I was in Saudi 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago. The money that those guys have for gaming is ludicrous.
No, it's dumb.
So
It's literally
Yeah.
unlimited.
Yeah. It's in our playbook. Let's just say that
definitely
we're busy.
They are like investing into this more than any country, any organization, any person on planet Earth. They have everything down to the T in Saudi.
Yeah. Esports is their thing.
yeah, 100%. Right, because in Saudi, if there's a problem, you throw money at it and all of a sudden the problem goes away. So...
Yeah.
this okay,
And
so
if it doesn't go away, then you throw more money.
Exactly. And I think people don't actually understand, out of all of the leagues next to challenges, no matter what game you're into, the Esports World Cup is the most open for people to get involved in, right? It has the most avenues to actually get your players to the scene. And I think if we can tap into that as well as international, that's where we're at. Okay, Luca.
We do need to hope we have a good representative for that, though.
Yeah, in terms of like putting a team through to go play.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, then you got to put.
there's-
representative will choose. Yeah.
Yeah, there's EWC and then there's ENC, which I think are run by the same people.
the same people,
but yeah,
different
yeah.
ideas. Like that's it.
Yeah, exactly. So I think there's opportunities here. We just need to see what's still available. I think maybe one of the opportunities is potentially gone. But like I said, there's more than one opportunity here to make something happen. But like I said, it all comes together when we do everything at the same time. We get the international eyes, we get the community involved, we do all these things, and once all those things are in place, the rest will happen.
Yeah, things will fall into place. It's the way the business model works, guys. It is a domino effect. There is no ways it can go down once it starts. The problem is, if there's no first domino, it'll never cascade.
Yes, 100%. Exactly.
And I think we need to see a lot of that. And I like seeing RoboHobo in the chat because he is one of the people that have been around the block, and he's talking about 20 to 30k people watching old CS, right? That's local CS. Who's to say we can't have something like that in South Africa with a different game? Because CS is the grandfather of all first-person shooters, and this is...
CS is dead.
I don't want to piss people off. But there is not a more entertaining esport to watch other than COD. I don't care.
Okay.
Yeah.
Debatable.
Debatable. What? Okay. I might as well open the door. What is more entertaining as opposed to? Well, okay,
I would
Upgraded.
definitely say Counter-Strike.
Counter Strike is more entertaining. 13 rounds of S&D.
Yeah, dude, it's like way more entertaining. Alright.
Scump actually said CS
You're
is
just
the
saying
best to
that because
watch.
COD. You're just saying that because COD is more like hype, and there's
It's
always
faster.
excitement.
Yes,
There's something going on all the time.
I think that it's
But Counter
easier.
Strike, I could sit and watch Counter Strike for ages. I don't think I could sit and watch more than 2 hours of COD.
Yeah, but remember, Counter Strike at that level is less entertainment. It's more studying, and that is unfortunately what it's become. After how long it's been going for, you watching Counter Strike to see which team has got the best strats because the game is slow. There's maybe it's like American football. It's like American football. People fucking froth for American football, but there's 15 minutes of game time in a 2-hour match, but people still watch it. So like,
Yeah.
like
Yeah. COD's like boxing.
sure.
Like you fucking full ham.
Yes. I get you. I'll still fight you on that.
I'd watch
Yeah.
League. No, bro said he's gonna watch League or Overwatch over COD. Nay. Well, then again, I don't know League, so that could be. Look, yeah, that is a philosophical debate at best.
League is huge overseas.
No, I know
in
League
Korea
and Dota as well. They're also massive. But in the same breath, right? If we're talking about easy to digest esports, it doesn't get easier than COD.
COD. Yes, 100%.
And I think people need to get involved with that.
I don't think anyone can really deny that with substance. I doubt it.
So this is why people also don't people tend to forget, right? An entire generation was built on COD. Which millennial, realistically, that has access to the internet doesn't know who Scump is? Tell me anyone who doesn't know who Scump is who's a millennial that had access to the internet. I'd say you're lying.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Everyone on X is saying Rocket League is the new big thing.
No, guys, lock in, please. Like, come on.
Yeah.
If I wanted to watch car soccer, I'd go watch fucking, I don't even know, bro. Like, come on.
What happened to like actual FPS, bro? Like,
What happened to what's that other game? X Defiance. Why was there no pro league for that game?
X-Defiant was a stillborn, if we're being honest. So
Luke, bro, no matter what people say about all the shit that I put on Twitter, nobody can deny the truth of it. It's just factual that like we've just been going backwards. There's nobody. There's nothing you can say,
Dude. Since Mag Cup, there's been fuck all. I'm sorry, over COVID, over everything, there's been nothing.
I mean,
and that was how long, bro? That's like 10 years ago.
Yeah, literally.
We've been through 12.
I was
different
16.
okay, so Peach makes a good point. The easiest to digest esport is the one that is closest to a physical sport, right? So if you think about a basic, if you had to break it down to a singular game to watch, then Rocket League is the easiest, right? Because everyone fucking knows how soccer works. Get a ball in net, easy. But then in the same breath, if you knock two rocks together, it makes a noise. Like fucking a polished turd is still a turd. So it's, I don't know.
Peach blocked me on Twitter, bro. So like, listen, Con is all about keeping his brand image up and all that. I'm not, dog. I'll say it like it is here live, but I won't do that.
Sim racing is the best to watch for real, my brother. It's like Formula One fans. The fucking fastest car, the fastest car won the race. Are you fucking just in the head? That is insane information. Let's watch these cars go in a figure of 8, and the fastest one wins. Insane.
Why would I watch Sim F1 when I can watch real F1 anyway?
Okay, now we're in the trenches, boys. We need to fucking lock in here. We're in the trenches right now.
Yeah, but this is entertaining.
Yeah, I suppose that's fair, right? Fuck me. Warzone. Okay, now Warzone at the beginning, maybe.
Is that a thing in?
Bro, Warzone was huge in SA.
Yeah, in the beginning, when
Yeah, that must be a
everyone
big
played,
problem.
yeah, when everyone played it correctly. I don't like
Yeah.
Room Simulator. That's also not, you know, it's like all battle royales slowly turned into Fortnite Final Ring. Because there's 50 million teams alive, and all of a sudden, as a caster, as a person watching, you do not know what the fuck is going on. I don't care. If you've watched the final ring of any ALGS, League, or any... You telling me you can track what's going on? Your Apex? No ways, bro. There's no shot. Competitive supermarket simulator. Oh, fair. Now we're really getting to the meat of the argument here.
We'll land the sponsorship for that one later, yeah.
You guys seen the Warzone Facebook group? Those oaks have a combined age of 1,000 minimum.
You know, there's a thing called ZA Gaming Alliance.
Yeah, I do. Dude,
You know how big that Facebook group is?
Dude.
It's a huge.
do you know, I feel like there is this weird untapped group of middle-aged Afrikaans men that play
Yes,
games that we just need to get involved in. Like, I don't want to be funny, but like, fuck, that sounds like
We
it's some
need to
kind
offer
of...
them a fishing trip to Zim or something.
The fuck, I want that trip, bro. That sounds good. Like, the added signing bonuses, you get a free fishing rod and a fucking life supply worth of corn to fish for carp. Like, come on. Like, bro, now guys, this is... Somebody better be taking notes right now.
Yeah, we cooking.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Exactly. No, but real talk though, the opportunity for something great is here, and once the actual tournament is live, I think people will actually be able to see sort of where the meat of the argument is.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes,
For sure.
100%.
We're putting up our own campaigns, like on top of putting up prize pool, there'll be like some initial, I mean, it's like a significant amount. I think over $5,000 will be like the first campaign that's up. So from day one, there will be funds going towards the pool. So on day one, you already start seeing the pool start going up slowly but surely.
So you heard it here first, everyone. I think we've been going for close to an hour now, and I think we've covered everything that we can. So I suppose now's the time to open it up to chat. If you guys have any questions for these lovely gentlemen or for me. Before we get into that, there is one other thing that I want to talk about. I put it on the Elite Shitters group. I suppose that's the only line of communication that I had. This is more directed at the actual players. There is an IP being developed for Interlan. It's called the Captain's Clash, and it is an IP that can be put across any title. Basically, the way it works is it's a snake draft with 8 captains, where you have, in this case, because it's a 4v4, there'll be 3 buckets of 7 players per bucket. You pick your teams. It is totally random, but there is a seeding to the way it's picked. So if you're the number 1 rated out of the 8 captains, you pick last. The least rated of the 8 picks first, right? Okay. And then it goes all the way down.
So it's like 8.
Sure. But then it's a snake draft, so which means if you are the best player, or quote-unquote best captain, you get to pick twice in a row from the second bucket. So you get the last pick of the first bucket, but you get the first pick of the second bucket.
Okay.
That way, the teams will be actually more fair than we've ever seen when it comes to the game. And I think that is also a good way to get new people into the game. And I feel like that running as an IP on itself, that is what I'm talking to Julia with, that might be coming with a little bit of help from this. So your motherfuckers better lock in. That's all I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look, we'll swing for the fence, right? Like, if we're gonna do something like this, we're gonna do it properly and to the best of our ability. Look, if it fails, and there's always a chance something fails. I don't think it's gonna, but there's always a chance. And if it fails, like, fine, let it fail, and we'll try something again, right? But I think this is the thing that we all need to really look at and be like, okay, we have a shot here.
Mm-hmm.
We've got the one shot, bro. Okay, but I think like we just need to like really zone in and just give this a go, and we'll see what comes of it. Even if it inspires
we all gotta do our
someone
part.
else, like let it do that.
100%. There's a question from chat here directed at you guys. It says here,
Yeah.
It's Peach again. My primary role is broadcast production, so I want to know. I want to ask about that. Earlier, it was mentioned you plan to elevate the viewer experience. What are the specifics on that plan?
Okay, so here's a bunch of things that I really hate when I watch a bad broadcast, right? It's all well and good to have the games playing, and it's all well and good to have an amazing caster, speaking over the gameplay. But outside of that, there is nothing. When there's no games being played, we're watching some ad. And when there
Yeah.
are games being played, or when we're in between games, we're listening to some random garbage to try and fill the gap, right? I think
I've
the
been there,
broadcast
trust.
personally, yeah. I know in your head you're thinking like, I got 16 more minutes till I go live. I need to think of something to say.
Yeah.
Right? So I think the broadcast really goes outside of that. Like, we have to think a little bit further. I think it would be best to diversify the talent pool in terms of the broadcast and have, like, Trout, for example, stream the game because he understands the game, and have two more entertaining people who don't know the game but know how to spit bullshit and entertain the viewer when there's nothing going on, right? Like, we need to think about that. And then obviously it's all well and good to like post clips on Twitter and like gameplay clips and stuff. But again, you would just fill up with a bunch of nonsense that doesn't actually do anything. So I think we need to focus on more quality and really filling the experience with like watchable moments, right? Instead of like, yeah, because I don't know, me personally, when the game ends, I log off and I ask people in the group, when does the next game start?
Yeah, 100%.
So I want to try and fill that gap with something people sit there and actually want to view.
Exactly. And the other side to it, like we were saying, is in terms of production quality, the restreaming or resharing of content after the stream is also a big part in what gets us attention and continued growth in our audiences. So that's going to be a big, I think, play on our side. Putting up that campaign for the clips, I think is going to be a big change, and we're going to see an impact, as opposed to putting one clip that the TO puts up themselves that gets 5 likes. Even if we have, I don't know, 30 clips that get 10 likes each or 5 likes each, it's going to be much better.
Love that. That was diabolical. I like it. The backhanded compliment goes so hard. But oh, that's great. I think that's another thing. During broadcast, we want updates, right? We need people. We want to know exactly what is going on, like you said. So you don't have to ask on the fucking group when the next game is starting. You'll know when the next game is starting. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay.
I also hate it when the timer goes like 10 minutes remaining, and then when it goes to 0, they add another 10 minutes to the timer, bro. I cannot.
Yeah.
It tilts me, bro.
Okay.
I understand, like, there's technical difficulties, like, I get it, but
yeah,
like we have
the general
more
production
technical
quality is
difficulties
very
than
low.
gameplay.
Yeah, look, okay, so Pete says, to sum up, you want a proper analyst shows, halftime? What the fuck? It jumped there for a second. Sorry, guys. To sum up, you want proper analysts? Fuck off, man! Okay, I need to go up here.
Proper analyst shows, half times pre-shows.
Here we go.
Like what we have at RLCS, and then opening up the floor to co-streamers and guests on broadcast. Yeah,
Exactly.
pretty much.
Exactly. And then those co-streamers and guests on the stream are going to be, like we discussed, Doug Sensor Martin. He's coming in the flesh. Trout's organizing it. You heard it here first.
I guess I'm organizing it. All good. I'll speak to my boy Doug. I hit his line real quick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we also don't have much player visibility. Like, when these broadcasts do happen, I feel like we don't even talk to the players that much, really. Like, we need, like, okay, after the game, I want to hear everyone's thoughts. Actually, bring the whole team in, let them talk a whole bunch of shit, and like, let's hear something entertaining out of their mouths. Like, it doesn't really matter what it is, to be honest. At this stage, we can't really think about like, oh, what if they say something thing, or what if they like say something hurtful to another player? Like we can't think about that. COD is built on that, talking shit mid game, within within the bracket.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
those
yeah.
are all clips, bro.
Yeah, but exactly. So I think a lot of the time people have this idea that it's become like, I like the idea of professional sport, but guys, it's a competitive sport at the end of the day. You gotta be able to, if you're gonna dish it out, you gotta be able to take it, and people aren't dishing it. I mean, like even when we had Mikhail and
Because they're too scared. That's why.
not even that they're too scared. I think a lot of it is there is this huge fear of backlash. The moment you get blacklisted, the Call of Duty community is ruthless. If you get if you get blacklisted, that means you're out, right? That you're no longer in with the cool kids. So I think people need to actually get it right.
Yeah,
You know what I
see,
mean?
like Peter's saying it right now. He's saying like PR training from the side of orgs. Bro, like these players don't say anything they know not to say anything racist or homophobic or sexist on stream. They know that. It's not like they're degenerates that they have no idea what to say and what not to say on the live stream. What we are saying is like let them speak without the fear of them getting banned or getting that backlash. Like we don't want these players getting on an interview and them having to think about every single word that comes out of their mouth. You're not going to get anything genuine out of them.
Yeah, there are some degens, but those are the ones you don't give the mic to. It's easy. He can be making his degenerate noises in the background. That's fine. The guys that have coherent sentences, they can still spit some coherent, like, shit talking. But if we got someone coming out there like...
give the mic to Mikhail, bro.
Yeah. Lucky Mikhail?
Why? What shit has he said?
I don't think he's too bad.
What shit hasn't he said?
No, I mean...
Don't give the mic to me, like
exactly, right? So you could be the voice of like Adam. Adam is the prime fucking example, right? Neymar, for anyone who doesn't know, Adam is Adnan's brother. I don't know if you guys were at the Middle State LAN at Rage. If there was any point where you could hear downtime, you'd hear Adam. But he wouldn't pull his punches, but he'd say it in such a way that he wouldn't get cancelled. You know what I'm saying? Like, he'd be the guy who's like, oh, Heroes doesn't have it anymore. That's fine. You can say that. All good. But if you're going to do something like absolutely sprint at the stage and bang on the stage and say, I told you he was behind you, that's a different story. So, like, we need to lock in here. You know what I'm saying?
I just feel like we need to have more fun.
Yeah, 100%.
Someone said he never had it.
Consider the runtime of a BO5 league. Most regions run one BO5 per day because they also make time for pre-shows. Bro, okay, listen, I refuse to believe that this is an excuse for anything, because genuinely at a Telcom VS we run like 5 BO12s, bro. Like in a single day to get to the like there's so many games being played by so many different teams all simultaneously. Like having a BO5 league in a day, it shouldn't be a problem for anyone. Like we should be able to run through that like no question.
Huge asterisks attached to that, if the game works with us.
Yes, 100%.
Okay. Sorry, I just got told I need to lower my volume a little bit here, guys. You heard it from the boss. But yeah, I get too passionate, guys. It is what it is. But yeah, any other questions from the chat that we wanna cover here?
Caden is horseshit. Nice.
That's quality content right there.
Facts.
Now, my boy, you got to shout out my boy Caden. That guy he's a phenom at the right time.
5 is no issue, but when the countdown timer reruns 20 times, yeah, fair enough.
Okay.
Fair enough.
There was a bunch earlier in chat. Where is this earlier?
Yeah, I think there's quite a few, but I think some of the key takeaways is obviously there's some homework to do in terms of, like we discussed, how do we go from 170 to 1,000? I think that should be a big goal for us as a community. Collectively, it's good for all of us if we get our viewerships up. So I think we need to explore. I'll look my side, we'll look all our different angles, and I think we should try get somebody involved that has weight and can help our community grow.
100%.
Peach, bro. Listen, Peach. I hear you, dude. Like, listen, just don't take my words as harsh criticism. I'm just like this.
Yeah.
I like to, it is really I do joke around sometimes. So like I do understand that like that's your job. I do understand like how you guys operate. I get it. Like it's really not an issue. I'm not saying that it's anyone's fault. I'm not saying anything is dog shit. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying like this is where we are. This is where we need to be, and this is the bridge we need to cross to get there. That's all.
Exactly. And we're in this together, bro. Is Peach like involved with the other TO?
I don't know personally. Yeah.
Okay. But I mean, yeah, it's a collective effort. So if he's doing things on his side and he has contacts wherever he's working, then if we succeed, then eventually if they integrate us, they should also succeed. So that's what we're hoping for.
A rising tide raises all ships.
Yep, exactly.
What do you think, or who do you think got the rep role for the Nations Cup? I don't understand what that is. Am I missing something? What's the Nations Cup?
So, EWC is run two separate ways, right?
Okay.
Esports World Cup side is orgs, official T1 orgs playing for the title, right? And ENC is a separate division that is like country. It's like actual World Cup. It's funny because the World Cup is orgs and the Nations Cup is countries. It's a little bit backwards, but so for ENC, which is the Nations Cup, there's a dedicated representative for South Africa. You had to apply, you have to be, there's certain criteria you have to meet. I'm sure a lot of institutions like ACGL, Metal State, MSSA, all these guys have applied. One of them will get the spot, right? They will be the dedicated, how do you say it? Like they will be the
Liaison.
ones to choose the team. Yeah, exactly. They'll choose the teams going. They'll choose what players go. They'll choose what managers go. They'll choose what coaches go. They will basically organize everything, getting the players there, organizing their flights. They do everything. So we do need to seriously hope that someone who knows the scene intimately is going to be choosing. Because if someone gets it and they don't, we're at a very, very bad crossroads.
So a tenderpreneur is possible.
Yeah.
It is possible.
I see. Okay. I like that. I like it. A little bit of South African flair. It goes a long way. Does the MP scene in COD have creators to boost the community? Where there are, yes, Blueby, there are so many casual TikTokers in the fucking multiplayer scene that if we can get them to put one little Wolfie Zeta, I think that's her name. She just needs to cover it, and there'll be enough controversy. We'll be golden. You know what I'm saying? So, amongst all the tension, we can all agree on one thing. What is MSSA? Am I tweaking?
MSSA is the official governing body for esports and board games in South Africa.
Why do I feel like I'm so out of touch?
This is like they are South Africa's official big boys when it comes to gaming and board games and shit.
They get funding from the government.
They get government funding, government funding.
So now,
Probably significant amounts of government funding.
So these are the real tenderpreneurs. Like we're talking, this is like in the flesh. Okay.
Yes, correct.
Okay. Don't rely on MSSA. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, anyone will tell you that.
Corruption and nepotism.
I wish like
so South African.
If they actually like didn't run it that way, it would be mad.
Exactly.
We'd have everything. They sent a chess player to compete in a Counter-Strike tournament.
Yeah.
Dude never touched Counter-Strike in his life.
No, you lie.
That's go-to work. That guy, you are the chosen one. Then at that point, you best be the best fucking player to ever touch CS. Otherwise, no, that's actually in. Yeah, okay, 2 words, suburb corruption and nepotism. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's what's new in South Africa. The African Championships 2008, Call of Duty 4, they invited the SKCS team, fly them down and play in it. Bro.
Yeah.
If we look at this like on a broader picture, right? And I think I saw this from a couple of people on Twitter, like comments. about how they're training up the youth, like the high school,
High school leagues, yeah.
high school leagues or whatever. That's not where you get results. That's not where the funding should be going. The funding should actually be going into at least supporting one team full time where they can play the game as a career. That's when we'll start seeing some real results.
Agreed. When people go like, okay, if I'm really good at this, I can actually make a career here in South Africa. That's when like you're gonna see some actual people take interest in it again.
Exactly. And people take us seriously because my whole life, okay, I was told growing up, and I mean, not to toot my own horn, but I was really fucking good at COD, right? Back in my day. And I was told, by my family, like, if you don't make it by 17, my bro, you got to go find something else to do. And it's like, well, fuck, what are my options here? And everyone else sees COD the same way. It's a game. You're playing video games. You're wasting your fucking time. That's basically the perspective
mentality.
right now. Yeah. So we need to fix that. We need to, especially in SA, we need to make this serious, and we need to show up somewhere.
Like, there were attempts at this, and like really good attempts as well. Like if you think about Project Destiny and stuff, like it was a really solid attempt at actually doing something like this. I just think like
what
we
was
need
wrong with
way
that? What
more
was
support.
the business
The
flaws with
first
Project?
the first Project Destiny was, I think the funding.
Successful.
I think Luca might be able to help with this, but I think the first one was a success. I think they ran out of funding. They couldn't continue it longer than like 2 years or something. The second one was, I think, just like the sponsor pulled out and they just couldn't like even get it off the ground really. But yeah, if there's an initiative like that where, okay, also imagine like high school leagues, right? I get like all this grassroots formation thing, but if you're spending all the money on these high school teams and you're bringing them up, where are you bringing them up to? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
you're gonna
they're getting all the funding, but like where they gonna go up?
yeah. And then they get into an online tournament and they hit the fucking fear stack. Then what? Like
Yeah,
you're like,
then they charge full chalk city, bro.
Yeah.
Then they're gonna.
It's like sending a child to like a really good private primary school and then not sending them to high school.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Look.
Yeah, there's so much to talk about. Like we could go on for hours.
100%. We've been going for an hour and 50 minutes. I think we got the bulk of it. And somebody asked a little bit earlier what the overall gist is for what Project Illuminate is. Basically, it is the middleman for everything from TOs to streamers to players to create a network that actually works. It is already operational. It is not a concept. It is happening. That's why there's 50,000 Rand guaranteed. Get involved. There's a link coming. Anything else you guys want to add to that?
You summarized it perfect, bro. Thank you so much for having us.
Oh, thank you. Wait, there's one more question here. Quick question on the high school leagues.
Especially after all my Twitter drama.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Quick question on the high school leagues. What funding are you seeing them get? Just curious what it is seen from the public perspective.
Okay. So this is where people are not understanding what I'm saying, right? I'm not saying they get this whole ton of funding and that like we're underprivileged and you guys have all this money and you guys are doing. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying
That'd be mighty South
they
African of
do
you.
definitely. What I'm saying is they do undoubtedly get more support than the main scene, whether that's financial. It doesn't matter how. They definitely do and undoubtedly get more support. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying it shouldn't be that way. I'm saying the main scene should get more support. And in financial terms as well, the main scene should get more money. I'm not saying the high school league should get no money. I'm saying give them a ton of money. I'm saying give us more money.
All animals are equal, but some animals are more equal than others, and in this case, the main league is more equal. But apart from that, quick question: what incentives will be placed for viewers? If you missed that a little bit earlier, there's a lot for the viewers, from making money while actually watching and or streaming the content yourself, as well as giveaways, spot prizes. There's a lot to come. It's not just for the players and the organizers, guys. It is supposed to be a network aimed at everyone, like a shotgun blast across the community. It's not a sniper for all the people that need an actual COD reference. Does that make sense?
That's a good one.
Wait, I actually want to ask this, right? So Peach says the high school leagues get support because the schools themselves get them. What do you mean? Do you mean the sponsors only want to sponsor the schools and they don't want to sponsor anything else?
Oh no, she's saying it, or he's saying it's coming internally, right? It's like Kuro, the business that they are, apparently non-profit. If anyone was wondering, Kuro's gone non-profit. I guarantee you, these CEOs walking home with a 6-digit salary every month. Yeah, so the funding will be internal, so they'll go to whoever. At this stage could be fucking the Ruperts, I don't know. Listen, we want to host this league, we need money, and then they go, shop, here's the money, and then we give it to our schools at 5%, and we get 95 to go to community work. That's how it works, as far as I understand.
Dead. So basically what I've been saying the whole time.
Except instead of it being external,
there is
it's
no funding at all.
Yeah.
Is actually what's happening.
Unless it's internal.
Yeah. I
mean,
mean, yeah.
no, okay, fair enough, right? Like if they're self-funding it and like the school itself is paying for it, like fine, like fair play. But
Yeah.
it's still like, I don't know. It's just not.
It seems.
But okay, let me ask her, right? This is why I'm just not getting it, bro. Like, why are we hosting tournaments if there's like nothing to put up in the first place? Like, why are we like not even like just say the tournament there's no prize pool, just say come play. Why are you putting up like random numbers? Because like I just saw a CS tourney go up today where the prize is 250 rand, bro. Split amongst 5 players. And like that's $50 per player. Like, why are we even like don't put it up then? Just leave it, let it die.
Yeah, that's not even about being ungrateful, bro. It's just like, what's the point? It's like, what are we doing?
Grinding for, bro? Like CS teams put hella time in. Like these guys are grinders. Like they sit with fucking notebooks and they're like writing strats and shit. I'm like, you guys are doing all that for like 50 rand. And then there's this incentive on top of it. It's like if we get 22 teams, then the prize pool goes up to 1,000 rand. I'm like, okay, you've got the right idea, but like now we're making $200 per player. You know, it's
Yeah, I guess we have to prove.
There's no
part of
progression.
this is going to be that is like proving that we deserve more. So if we deserve more and Project Illuminate will show us that we deserve more. If we don't, then nothing will happen. So this is a true test. We'll see
This is a
if
good
COD
litmus
ZA,
test.
should survive or not.
100%, yeah. Bro, Helix Nixa runs dead loss every single land, bro. Every single land. And it's dumb money, bro. It's like 20, 30 grand.
Bro, I run at a loss and I am talent. Lock in.
No way, are you serious?
Lock
Wait,
in.
you can't speak. Sorry.
Lock in.
Now that's deep, bro.
That's what I'm saying. We need real incentive. It's not that it's not there. Look, guys, people don't understand how much money there is in sponsorships. Whether it comes internationally or locally, it's there. It is there. I guarantee you it is there.
Realistically, like one of these TOs could go to Stake and be like, hey, look, we need like 10k USD a month to host tournaments. And Stake would be like, yeah, sure, why not? Like, it's really not that deep. They don't like crypto. They don't like gambling. They don't like the biggest esports teams in the world are sponsored by crypto and gambling companies.
Yeah, and I mean we are we able to integrate with all sponsors.
So there you go.
This is I believe it's a start, bro. Like I think we need to just start somewhere.
The other thing is also, like I've spoken to some of these TOs a while back when I still had my energy drink company. And I went to them and I was like, well, what do I need to be able to sponsor the shit on your platform? And they were like, 250K, about 10% will go to prize pool or 20%, and then the rest is like expenses and you get like other features on the side. So it's also about allocation of the funding that they receive, because, you know, if you have all these layers and all these expenses from the prize pool all the way down to distribution, you're not going to have anything left for the players. Whereas our model is, well, it's basically it is transparent. You can see the prize pool in real time. It's going up. You see the sponsors that we bring in. That's also, you know, transparent. So you'll see, like, if we're holding anything back for ourselves, you'll be able to see. And we're not greedy. Like, again, we're not doing this so that Illuminate can make money. We're doing this to prove that our product and our tool actually works.
Yeah, guys. It's less so. I don't think it's proof. I think it is continuity, because you know the model works. So what more proof do you need? It's offering an olive branch.
Yeah.
Yes. 100%,
So I think it's less so. Oh, we got something to prove here. It's more so, guys. The ball is in our court. It's here. Don't squander it. Right?
Exactly.
So
we got to make the most of it, and over the coming days, weeks, we're gonna be locked in. I'm gonna be locked in my side, and then the com will see that we're working behind the scenes. It's not like we just put this out and now we waiting for it to work. Like, we are actively working every day to ensure that we bring on as many sponsors as possible ourselves, and we hope the community will join in and help us too. And again, they stand to earn for doing so. So let's hope it's a good circle. It's the friendly circle moments.
A positive feedback loop, is that what you're looking for?
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
I'm gonna say some other words.
Yeah. Okay, 100%. Okay, guys, I think we're going to stop taking up everyone's time here. It was a good, productive episode. I had some suggestions PM to me about what we should do in future episodes, but for now, guys, let it be known, the link is coming. Once it is live, we're going to get signups going in and out. There will be a campaign for clips. It's not just... I think the main thing that I imagine everyone is afraid of right now is this is a one and done. Right? We've had this episode now. We've spoken about all these things. Peach has been super involved. We've had a good backwards and forwards, and then gone. It's not going to be that way, right? It literally cannot be that way. So just watch the space. And I know you've heard that before, and this is the point in time where you just got to hold your breath and get involved. No more standing on a glass rock and throwing things as Pedro is getting getting involved. But yeah, all right, guys. I think that's going to be all she wrote from me. Thank you very much for coming on and giving me some of your time and giving me some of your feedback.
I appreciate it.
And I learned a lot. I learned a lot from you. So thank you, guys.
Let's do a one-shot uncensored stream.
Where we can just get everyone. We'll just do 100 Discord call. Everyone just gets to throw punches. At the end of the day, that's content, right? It's not a bad idea.
Exactly.
It's not a bad idea. All right, guys. I think that's going to be all she wrote from us. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. We will catch you guys hopefully soon. Hopefully, Del Rey will be here when he's not putting up fires at his high school. All right, guys. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you guys soon. Cheers.